Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Versus System 2-player game. This is for the MCU Villains, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You can check out the big box set, which has heroes and villains. You can check out the small box, which has just heroes. This is a small one, just villains, which kind of completes the three-part series that kicks off basically the Avengers all the way through. I think Thor Ragnarok would have been the last one in the series that came out, but it goes through most of the first phase, lots of the main stuff. Then they do have other box sets that have come out afterwards. One for Spider-Man. They have a series of 3 small boxes that cover up through Infinity War. And then they're doing the Disney Plus series. There's plenty more content. So if you are interested in this game, but you only know the characters from the cinematic universe, there's plenty of sets you can pick up. Not as many as the comic book versions, but a lot. And then the other thing just to mention with this quick is, per the rules, you're not supposed to mix the photographic universe stuff, or the movie, TV stuff with the comic book illustrated stuff. I keep saying, your game, you're sitting at home, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But if you're going to be playing with other people, it's probably best to stick to that rule, just so that they're not, you don't build a deck and then they get mad because you built a deck like that. But there's plenty of stuff. If you're also going to combine other cinematic things, there's also other games like X-Files and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But they kind of work probably better by themselves versus mixed in with these. Then we have our little character sheet. Our instruction sheet, which will have some information on some of the characters. As well as on the back, you'll have the checklist, which we'll go over at the end. So we're going to hop in and see what our villains bring us. And I've said in the last 2 videos on this, with the cinematic stuff, is these villains tend to have, not these villains, but these characters from the cinematic universe tend to have very specific abilities, because they're trying to pick up moments from the show, so they might not be as powerful, or they might be harder to use than some of the comic book ones, which might be a little bit more varied or widespread, because they have a lot more time frame that they can be using that character from. Alright, so we're going to start off with Dormammu. So these villains should kind of counteract the heroes that you got in the small hero set. Your world is now my world. Remove cards from the top of one enemy deck from the game until you remove a basic location. So it says, like all worlds, level up 30. At the end of your turn, Dormammu gains 1 XP for each card that is removed from the game. That's crazy. But if he levels up, he has... You'll spend your eternity dying. Choose a player whose deck has no cards. Wound their main character, then wound it again, and again, as many times as you like. So basically it's an instant win victory, as long as their deck is empty. And his first ability will go a lot to do that. Then we have Ego, who has friendly. He can't attack. Says, after all those years, I found you. Level up 1. When a supporting character named Star-Lord appears, Ego gains an XP. Now, this can be your Star-Lord that you maybe put in your deck, or this could be the opponent plays a Star-Lord, so it's kind of fun there as well. Then when he levels up to 2, he becomes angry. Ego must be your first attack each turn. If able, it can team attack. And soon we will be all there is. Turn a face-down location in your resource row face up and move it to your front row. It is now a 6/6 supporting character named Ego's expansion with 1 health and villain and swarm. So basically you can keep turning all your lands into items or characters to fight. We have Hela. From Thor Ragnarok, of course. You have no idea what's possible. When an enemy character gains +1/+1 counters, or equips an equipment, remove all +1/+1 counters from it and KO all equipment. Which is really fun because as of right now, there's still no equipment for the cinematic universe, which fun that they added that in there for like a future update. My father is dead, as are the princes. At the end of your turn, Hela gains +1 or gains 1 XP for each character in an enemy KO piles. When she levels up, she has, by the eternal flames you are reborn. Put all characters from one KO pile into your side. At the end of your turn, remove those characters from the game. If any of them would leave play, remove them from the game instead. Yes, it'd be interesting to fight her against Dormammu because she would accidentally remove a bunch of cards. Then, of course, we're going to get Thanos, the big bad. Bathe in the Starways with blood. Put a -1/-1 counter on each enemy supporting character. And fine, I'll do it myself. When a Thanos KOs a supporting character, he gains XP equal to its cost. I love that both of these are from the Guardians of the Galaxy, so they haven't even gotten into the past the point of, like, the Avengers where he really starts to show up. You will know what it's like to lose. Wound each face down enemy main character. And then the worst of the bads, we have Yellow Jacket. Energy Pulse Stinger, stunning enemies supporting character, 3 attack or less. And the Future of War. When you recruit a character 3 attack or less, Yellow Jacket gains an XP. And then when he levels up, he has Magnified Strength. Yellow Jacket strikes with 10 times his attack this combat. So that's kind of neat, because if you just use it currently, he's 10-10. But if for some reason you boosted his attack by 2 or 3, he could be a 20 or a 30. So that's actually really fun. Alright, those are our brand new main characters. 4 copies of each supporting character unless otherwise noted. So we have 4 Yellow Jackets who has Shrink. When Yellow Jacket is attacked the first time each turn, you may cancel the combat. Grandmaster. It's main event time. When the main character on your side attacks another main character, put 2 +1/+1 counters on the main character. Scourge. Des and Troy. You may put 2 -1/-1 counters on each 2 enemy characters. Mordor. Too many sorcerers. Enemy characters can't use superpowers. This is a nice, simple ability there. Ulysses' Claw. Hand Cannon. Choose a defender to get -1/-1 this combat for each card in your hand. Calculus. Fold space and matter. Exhaust all resources. They can't exhaust or can't ready until after your next turn. Exhausted resource doesn't produce recruit points. We got Hela here. Goddess of Death. Each enemy supporting character's base health is 1. Dormammu. It's not even our biggest guy. When Dormammu appears or recovers, put a +1/+1 counter on him for each face down resource on your side. So I could definitely get very powerful. Ego. I'm what's called a Celestial. When Ego is in combat with an enemy character, its attacking defense each can't be higher than 6. For example, if it was 10-4, it would become 6-4 during the combat. It's just kind of fun. Basically, you can reduce someone's attacking defense to low enough that he can take them out. And then our last big character is Thanos, who has Dread It, Run From It, Destiny Still Arrives. At the start of each character's main phase, that player KOs the character on their side. This will actually work really well with Dormammu trying to KO things. Then we have a plot twist. We have, I thought you'd be glad to see me. Combat. Choose a main character. The combat gets +3/+3 attack this combat. And then the final card for this set is we actually have a hero. We get Mantis. It's a one-of-a-kind supporting character. So all the heroes up to this point have, most of the main characters have supporting character that works with their main character. It's just fun that we get one for the villains. I help my master sleep. At the start of your main phase, the main character on your side is named Ego. You may exhaust him. If you do, put 3+1/+1 counters on him. So that's actually really fun. That you can get a supporting bonus character. I really like the concept of these. Alright, so that is what we have for the MCU villains. Yeah, I think the heroes are maybe a little bit more neat and interesting than the villains. The villains kind of got shoveled into more, just plus counters and minus counters to watch extra special abilities. But, the main ones actually have some really cool abilities. Just more of supporting characters, But again, what do? It's a movie. You only spend so much time on supporting characters. You spend most of your time on the main characters. So that is what we have there. So check out the hero video or the big box set if you haven't. Check out the other cinematic ones as I post them. Keep an eye out for those, as well as the other comic book ones. See you guys later. Bye.